quite a good week. The stock market enjoyed a solid week of gains. We saw the four major averages climbing to fresh new highs. You saw the S&P 500, it gained 1%. And taking a look at the futures, they're actually finishing the day right at 2,288.50. You are seeing the Dow Jones Industrial, it finished up 1.3%. And taking a look at the Dow futures, still ticking right now after hours, trading at 20,010. The NASDAQ Composite up 1.9%. And the NASDAQ futures are trading right now at $5,161.75. And finally, the Russell 2000. The Russell 2000 traded up 2.2%. And it looks like the rut is going to finish the week right at $1,370.75. So it was quite a week. And the real big celebration came when the Dow, which received much attention by the media in the second half of this week when it made its first appearance above 20,000. That was on Wednesday, and so we got that off our back, and the market's been able to hold up at these levels. Now, the past week has been highlighted by a healthy dose of earnings reports, and there have been some pretty influential components that did announce, and it had some mixed results. Alphabet, Google, GOOGL, for those of you that don't know the symbol, came out. They actually missed. So their earnings and guidance were mixed and poor, and that got hit, but the tech sector still held up. Boeing, BA, was the strongest performer all week in the Dow. Microsoft came out, good earnings. Qualcomm, there were many others, but there was mixed results. But in general, the tech sector really were strong. And other than the surprise from Google, it looks like that was really the strong sector and segment of the market. But we're starting to see more mixed returns. At the end of the week, we saw roughly about 34% of the S&P 500 names had an earnings growth rate of roughly around 4% right now. Now, that's against expectations of right around 5.4%. That came from, according to when I looked at it, it's an organization called FactSet. Now, the economic calendar also did feature a couple reports. Most notable ones were the December existing home sales at 5.49 million. Coming just below expectations. You had new home sales at 536,000. Again, that was much lower. You had than expectations. The expectations were right around 589,000. You saw that the advanced fourth quarter GDP, it came in actually lower at 1.9% than what was expected, which was right around a little bit over 2%, right around 2.2%. And the December durable orders came in down about 0.4%, and there was an expectation that there was going to be an increase of 3%. With that being said, the market took all of that data as it was mixed. Again, we had basically in step. Everyone's looking at 2017 and saying, okay, this is a new year. That was 2016. That's how the year wrapped up. We have new initiatives. There's new potential. A lot of activity as far as what the President Trump and his team is doing right now. Again, no policies are in place yet. This is early, week number one. One thing that we did want to take a look at that is still very, very much so in play is the rate hikes that are expected by the Fed. We have been getting data where we're seeing growth and inflation, and while we see that, we're going to take a look at the fixed income markets, and the rate hike expectations in the Fed fund futures are basically pointing to a Fed rate hike in June still at 71.9%. We'll watch that very closely. That's going to be our barometer. But right now, yields are going up, prices and bonds are going down. There's growth initiatives that are in place. The cyclical sectors have been on the move. They continue to hold up in earnings, and earnings have been pretty good. And we're going to continue to watch that going into next week. But, and I put a big asterisk on this, we still have no idea what the new policies are going to be on trade. We don't have any idea on the infrastructure plans and how big they're going to be and how much it's going to cost and how much debt we're going to take on. And really, can we count on with the fact that we saw GDP come in, those forecasts come in lower than expected? Are we going to get, 4, 5, 6, hearing 7% GDP for a couple quarters maybe with some of the initiatives that are being proposed? We have to start seeing this come to fruition. So until then, you're going to see a tepid market as far as participation. So with that being said, join me on Sunday night. I'm going to be doing some setups for next week. We're going to be taking a look at some names and some areas and sectors that you should be paying attention to for the week. So join me for Sunday night setups here on MarketStream.live. Just go to our live section. You can see when it's going to be posted, and we'll be doing that live on Sunday night, and you can always watch the recording. Also, take the weekend. Check out. We have a bunch of new tool sets that are going to be coming out. We have seasonality charts. We have probability analysis. We have your ability to go in and actually we will give you a customized portfolio report based on your risk tolerance and many, many other features. It's all right there on the website. Please check it out. Till we see you next week. All right. Thank you, everybody, for watching MarketStream.live, and have a wonderful weekend.